Let's clear up a common myth that seems to linger in the digital world. It's time to set the record straight about something many people wonder about. There's no secret backdoor or hidden trick to getting a fully licensed, permanently activated copy of Windows 10 or 11 completely for free. Let's be very clear about that. Microsoft, as a business, doesn't simply give away its operating systems. Developing and maintaining Windows requires significant investment. But, and this is a crucial but, you can legally install and use it without immediately entering a product key. This is a legitimate pathway offered by Microsoft. This isn't some kind of hack or workaround. It's an official option designed for anyone who wants to test drive Windows before committing to a purchase. Think of it as a trial period. You can run almost the entire OS, experiencing the vast majority of its capabilities. You'll continue to get crucial security updates, ensuring your system remains protected, and you can use most features indefinitely. The main catch? There are some minor cosmetic limitations, like a watermark and restricted personalization options, which we'll cover in more detail soon. Gone are the days when you absolutely needed a physical product key just to even begin the installation process of Windows. Now, Microsoft allows you to get started much more easily, with the hope that you'll eventually decide to buy a license to unlock the full, unrestricted experience. So, when you come across the term free Windows online, it's important to understand what that actually means. It typically refers to installing Windows without immediately entering a product key. It's not about obtaining some unauthorized or illegal version. You're essentially utilizing a built-in, Microsoft-approved method for trying out their operating system. It's arguably the safest and most straightforward way to get Windows up and running on your PC without having to spend any money up front. Always avoid cracked versions or downloading from sketchy, unofficial websites. Those sources are inherently risky and almost certainly illegal. The official, unactivated installation directly from Microsoft remains your only legitimate and safe free option. So, with all of that in mind, let's dive in and see exactly how to get started with this process. When preparing to install Windows, always start at Microsoft's official website. It's the safest and most reliable source. Never, ever download Windows from third-party sites. These can contain malware or corrupted files, which could seriously harm your system. The recommended method is to use the Media Creation tool. This tool will download Windows directly from Microsoft and create a bootable USB drive for you. It's a simple guided process. First, download the tool from the official Microsoft website. Then, accept the license agreement to proceed. Next, choose the option that says Create Installation Media. This will prepare the tool to make a bootable USB drive or ISO file. By default, the tool picks the right version for your PC based on its current configuration, but you can easily adjust these settings if needed, such as selecting a different language or Windows edition. Make sure you have a blank USB drive with at least 8 GB of space. Select the USB drive option in the tool, and then let the Media Creation tool handle the rest of the process automatically. The tool downloads the necessary files, verifies their integrity, and then makes your USB drive bootable. No advanced tech skills are required to complete this process. Keep in mind that the entire process can take anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, and this largely depends on the speed of your internet connection. For advanced users who prefer more control, you can download the ISO file directly and use a tool like Rufus to create the bootable USB drive. However, for most users, sticking with Microsoft's Media Creation tool is the easiest and safest way to ensure you have a clean, official Windows installer. Once the process is complete, you'll have a bootable USB drive, and you're ready to install Windows on your PC. Now, let's move on and take a look at the installation process itself. With your bootable USB drive ready and plugged in, you're all set to begin the Windows installation process. This USB drive contains all the necessary files to get your system up and running. Now restart your PC. As it starts up, you'll need to boot from the USB drive instead of your regular hard drive. This is a crucial step to initiate the installation. To do this, enter your BIOS or UEFI settings. This is usually achieved by pressing a specific key often F2, F10, F12, or delete, immediately after powering on your computer. The exact key varies depending on your motherboard manufacturer. Once inside the BIOS or UEFI, navigate to the boot order settings and set the USB drive as the primary boot device. This tells your computer to load the operating system from the USB first. Save the changes and exit the BIOS or UEFI. Your PC will then restart and launch the Windows installer directly from the USB drive. The Windows installer will guide you through the setup process. First, choose your preferred language, time zone, and keyboard input method. Once you've configured these initial settings, click the prominent Install Now button to proceed. When prompted for a product key, don't worry if you don't have one immediately available. Simply look for the conveniently placed link that says, I don't have a product key. Click this link to continue the installation process without entering a product key at this stage. You can always activate Windows later. Next, you'll be asked to pick the specific Windows edition you intend to activate later on. Make sure to select the correct version. For the majority of home users, the Home Edition is the standard and most suitable choice. Carefully review and accept the license terms and conditions. Then, when prompted for the installation type, it's generally best to choose Custom Install Windows Only for a fresh and clean installation. Now, select the specific drive or the unallocated space on your hard drive where you want to install Windows. The Windows installer will automatically create the necessary partitions and begin copying the required files to your selected drive. If you're reinstalling Windows, deleting the old partitions beforehand is highly recommended. This ensures a completely clean and fresh installation. During the installation process, Windows will restart your computer several times. Simply allow it to complete these restarts automatically. Once the installation is fully complete, you'll find yourself with a fully functional Windows operating system up and running, even without entering a product key. Now that you have Windows installed, let's delve into the limitations and capabilities of running Windows without activation. After setup, you'll have a fully usable Windows system. Updates, internet, and apps all work, but you'll see a watermark in the bottom right corner. Activate Windows. It's always visible and can be distracting, especially for presentations or streaming. Personalization options are locked. You can't change your wallpaper, themes, or colors. The system runs fine, but you're stuck with the default look. You won't get official Microsoft support, so troubleshooting is up to you. Security updates still arrive, so your PC stays protected. For many, these are minor annoyances. For others, they're deal breakers. If you want full features and support, you'll need a genuine license. Ready to activate? The safest way is buying directly from Microsoft, online or through the Microsoft Store app. Retail licenses are pricier but transferable to new PCs. Buying a new PC from a major brand gets you an OEM license, pre-activated but tied to that hardware. You can also buy from authorized retailers like Best Buy or Amazon. Just avoid suspiciously cheap keys. Students may get Windows free or discounted through their school's Microsoft partnership. Check with your IT department to see if you qualify. These are all legit, safe ways to get a real Windows license. Don't risk your PC with sketchy deals. Windows isn't your only free option. Linux is a powerful open-source alternative. Distributions like Linux Mint and Ubuntu are user-friendly and come with essential apps pre-installed. No watermarks, no activation, and no cost, ever. Linux is secure, stable, and often runs better on older hardware. You can customize almost everything to fit your style. For testing, short-term use, or full-time computing, you have choices. Unactivated Windows, a paid license, or free Linux. Always download from official sources for safety. Pick what works best for you and enjoy your digital freedom.